Greetings, pilgrims. Welcome back to another episode of the Polygon Pilgrimage, and today we are continuing with our Ultimate Battle Royale series. Now, here's where we left off last time with our character, but as you may have seen, I've been doing a lot of stuff with the Ready Player Me guys, and those characters are just awesome, so we're going to use them, okay? So this video is kind of optional. I'm going to be continuing with my avatar character forward through the Battle Royale. He looks great. All the other stuff is being built around it, the weapons, the environment, the landscape, everything's going to be built to match that style. So you can use any character you want, as always. You may have some issues. I'll help you out in the Discord, as always, whatever you guys need. But I'm going to try to update my character, so that's what we're going to do here together today, okay? So we're going to update from this character to my avatar from Ready Player Me, and we're going to go from there, okay? So, first steps first, if you're following along and you do want to update, we need to bring in the Ready Player Me SDK. So I have the package here, and I'll provide a link in the download in the description, so you can download it as well. So I'm going to drag and drop that over here, and there we go. So here it is. Ready Player Me 151 is the one I'm using here. Just double check everything looks good, and we're going to import that sucker. Doesn't take very long at all. So in the meantime, I'm going to go to the Ready Player Me website, and I'm going to grab my avatar file. So I'll show you that in a second when it comes up here. There it is. So while that's importing, it won't take much longer. Here's Ready Player Me, and here's my character. So I'm going to get my, let's see if I click this. I want to get my link. Okay, I might be having some issues here. I just need to get my link to this character. So let me go to my avatars. Here we are. So either one of these works. I'll click this guy and say copy the URL. There we go. So that's all I needed for that. Perfect. So now here in the avatar loader, I'm just going to put that link right here. There we go. And I'm going to check both these boxes for the eye animations and the voiced animation. Even though we might not use that, we can always disable it. Might as well have it and not use it, and rather than want it one day and not have it, you know. So there we go. I'm going to click load avatar. And my guy's in the scene. Nice and simple. Very good. There he is. And he's about the same size too, which is perfect. So we're just going to try to just basically do a swap here. Okay. So since our player is here and he has all this stuff, we're just going to try to do the same thing here with this guy. So very simple swap here. So we're going to do the gun itself and just bring that under our avatar. And then our player camera, let's do the same thing under our avatar. Follow target under our avatar. Now I'm going to disable my player, but we'll use them as a reference, okay? So we'll just refer to this and just copy and paste some of these files over here and see if we can get it to work. Okay, so let's go down the list. I know that there's also, under the gun, there's also the hand targets and such, so we're going to have to make sure those are all good still. So let's just go top to bottom. So avatar, we're using the controller, the male full body, so we need to change that out, I believe. Let's see, so our player, yep, player controller. So let's just click this guy and say that, and we want player controller. There he is. Choose that guy. There we go. And we're just going to double check all of our settings here. So we have character controller, the player controller, the camera controller, the IK controller. Okay, that should be pretty simple. So we have all these. Let's just go ahead and close those up. And let's go ahead and add our player controller, which is this guy right here. He's in the scripts folder. There he is. Our speed 1.2 animator it's looking for, so we'll click and drag that to here. Player object is the overall object, so we'll drag that in here. Let's go ahead and rename him while we're at it to call him UBR player. There we are. Just kind of cool. There we go. All right. So that's all set. So now we need our, we do need our character controller. Character controller, there it is. So we need to do the same settings. So what I'm going to do is just go to my player to make this really quick and easy. Is I'm going to click on the three dots here on the side, and I'm going to say copy component, and then go back to here and click on the three dots and say paste values. There you go. So it sets it up for us exactly like it was before. Very cool. So we'll close those things up. Now we need our camera controller. Let's go ahead and drag and drop that. That's from scripts again. So just like before, I'm going to change some of these settings because I've been playing with them from my other videos. So 35 for my pitch clamp X and minus 25 for my pitch clamp Y. I want my maximum camera distance to be 1, my minimum to be 0.1, and that's the only real changes here. So my follow target is still going to be my follow target. And my follow camera target is going to be the player camera. There we go. Now, at this moment, it should work. I should be able to walk around and let's take a look. Unless I've missed something horrible. There we go. I can run around. Now, the gun is not following me, and it's doing some funkiness there. So we're going to have to figure that part out, but okay. So the gun itself, let's see, aim constraint, aim target. So it might be looking at the wrong ones. No, it's using the wrong things here. That's the problem. So that's no problem. We'll take care of that. But let's just make sure all this is good. We do need the IK on here as well. So the IK controller, we're going to click and drag that, again from our scripts. Click and drag over, and now we just need to set these things up. So our look at object, again, is going to be under here, our aim target. Let's go ahead and put that in there, and we want 100% weight to that. And here are our hand weights, so those come from our hand targets and our hand hints. So let's do 100% on these, because we want to use them, right? So right hand object, so right hand is going to be right IK, and our right hand hint rather. So right hand hint, and then left hint, left IK, pardon me, and left hint goes there. There we go. Now let's just double check those. There they are, and there those are. Okay, let's see what that looks like. What kind of monstrosity have we made, right? Not bad. He is holding the gun and he's pointing it around. It's a little bit of a kind of a, like you're just clapping your hands together. He's not actually putting his fingers in there. But that's okay. We can work on that later on. But now he's moving. Oh my goodness. So the gun doesn't want to go with us for some reason. Okay, so let's take a look at that. So the gun, aim constraint, position constraint. That's the problem. It's the wrong thing. Again, we haven't moved it to our new armature. No problem. Let's open up the armature, hips, and the spine. Looks like we're going to need the left shoulder. So spine 1, spine 2, left shoulder right there. So I'm going to click and drag and drop that right there. Okay. So now, how are we looking now? There we go. Move around and we can point with our gun. Pew, pew, pew. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Now, I did want to respond to a comment from the last video about how we don't have any gravity, we don't have any jump, we don't have any crouch, anything that yet. The jump and crouch and all that is coming. I did find a quick and dirty little way that you can do some gravity, so we can put that into here if you would like. So for that, let's see, I'll close all this up. It's under our player controller. So it's the player controller script. So I have this script from my other videos. I'll move it over here as my reference. So if I bring up my player controller, of course it's not going to show me it there. Nope. Okay, but it's okay. I still have it open, so I will do that for you. So let's see, player controller. Let's open that guy up. So it's a really simple fix. It's literally one line, if you would believe it. So I'm going to open this player controller, which is in this project. So when I push the repo, you guys will have this as well. Let's go ahead and open that up. Apologies, it's opening on the other screen. There we go. Here it is. Okay, so to get this to work, it's very simple. In our update here, we're going to say, after we do our movement, we're going to do a check. If our character controller is grounded, so if we're grounded, just kidding, if we're not grounded, false, right? So if we're not grounded, means we're in the air. We jumped or we walked off of a cliff or something, right? Then we need to pull ourselves back down to the ground. And here's a really simple way to do that. So we're going to get our root motion and say plus equals physics dot gravity. But we need to soften it a little bit. So I'm going to say times, and I'm going to do a gravity smooth. Okay, now it's going to complain for a moment here because it doesn't know what gravity smooth is. So up here, just after root motion, since that's what it's related to, I'm going to say public float gravity smooth. And we will put a default value of, let's see, 0.015F float. So it's a very small amount because we don't really want it to be a whole lot of negative influence. We want it to be pretty good, just not fully the way gravity works. Okay, so now to test this, I'm going to create one of these cubes to be like a little bridge. So I'm going to stretch that out like that. And I'm just going to rotate it a little bit. So now it's in the ground so that we can actually walk up it like a ramp, and then we can fall off it on this end. Okay? So now let's give that a try. So here we are. And now if I walk up this little ramp thing, you'll see that I'm actually walking up it. Oh, no, I'm floating. Okay, it didn't work. Okay, why did it not work? Oh, I know why. Let's go back to our player. Our gravity smooth did not keep. That's okay. So I'll just paste the number in there. 0.015. Very small amount. It was multiplying it by 0, which means it became 0. So no gravity, even though I told it gravity. So now let's double check here. So we're walking up our ramp. If I walk backwards, you see I walk down the ramp. And now if I walk off the edge, boop, I fall down. So now we have some actual gravity. So that's a really simple gravity fix for now. Just so we can run around, we have gravity. It all works. So I have a programmer who's helping me with the rest of it, and just to kind of help me solve some of the networking issues, because it's a little complicated even for me, but I want to turn around and teach it to you guys really well so we all learn it together. Okay, that's my goal. So he's not available right now, so we're going to be working on some other stuff in the meantime. So the next couple of videos I want to lay out for you really quickly while I run around and play with this because it's fun. So the next video we're going to be doing is, now that we have our character all set up, he's been upgraded to Ready Player Me status, he looks great, he works great, we can run around, we can aim at things, you know, that's kind of the basics of being able to work in this space. So I'm trying to work in logical steps. So the next step is going to be, let's get more than one player in the scene together, and just, there's a couple issues there, I'm going to forcibly cause them to happen, so then I can show you, oh wait, now we need to start thinking from a networking perspective of dealing with multiple instances and characters and different perspectives and that kind of thing. So we're going to work into that together. And then from there, we're going to go on a journey. Okay? We're going to go on a journey of figuring out how do we make a good map to be in together and run around and shoot at each other and have fun, right? So making a good map is very difficult. It's not just, oh, it needs to look good and there's this cool island and all these trees and grass and all that, great. But it's not professional. It's not the great level that I know we can get to. So small shout out to some of the people, you know who you are, I'm not going to say anything yet, who have been helping me with this. It's been a lot of work, and there's a lot of work you guys don't see until it comes out. And we are going the full nines. You know how crazy I am. So it's going to be studying existing VR maps, figuring out what it is that makes them tick, what makes them good, and then breaking that down into, as best I can, some tutorialized steps for you. So you're not just going to get, here's how to do the terrain sculpting brush, and oh, there's an island, okay, it's good enough, okay, where are we jumping, boys? No, it's going to be what makes a good map, how would they have sculpted out this island to have a building here, how does that work, how do we make roads, how do we make vehicles, the full gamut. You know how we do. So that's what's coming. Just wanted to give you guys that quick update since this was a shorter video. I'm sorry, but just wanted to update my character. He looks great. We're going to go with this going forward. And that's what's coming. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff coming. So we're going to get multiple characters in here. We'll talk about some of the networking concerns. And by that time, I'm pretty sure the programmer guy will be available again. And we're going to be doing a lot more with that. But in the meantime, while he and I build that up, we're going to work together on making a great map to then interact with together. Okay? So trying to break it down a little bit logically so that we have some continuity with it, but there's going to be a whole bunch coming. I hear all your comments. I hear all your what's the word I'm looking for? All of your suggestions. They're awesome. Keep them coming. And I have a whole bunch of stuff you haven't even thought of yet that is going to be awesome. Some really cool stuff that I asked some seasoned Battle Royale players, and they're like, that's awesome. Why isn't that in one of the games that I play frequently? Okay? So that kind of stuff is coming. It's just a whole lot of work. And wanted to again plug, thank you so very much. We are really close to 10,000 subscribers. I know we're still like a couple hundred away, but a couple hundred away, you know, is insane. I really never thought I would get here. We've been at this for over 10 years now. I really appreciate all of you guys who, you know, work well in the community together. You guys help each other out. A shout out to all of my unofficial mods, the guys who help out when I'm not available. Thank you so much. I know the last couple of years have been rough for me personally, so it's impacted the schedule a lot, but I'm really trying to get things built up here, and I'm about to just blow the dam, and it's just going to be a flood of awesome stuff for you guys, okay? So getting close to 10,000 subs, we're going to have a couple of giveaways of some content I'm making. You saw the stuff with the house stuff that I'm building. There's another one that I've got coming as well. And then we're going to do like kind of like a contest, kind of like a you get to participate, celebrate kind of thing. So I'm working out the final details of that. But you can be featured in our 10,000 subscriber video, which is going to be amazing. It's this huge, big, epic thing. And you'll be able to be featured. So that's coming really soon. Just working out the final details to make sure it's compatible with everybody, that kind of thing. So look forward to that, okay? So sorry this video was a little bit of rambling at the end here and we didn't do much content-wise here, but this is the beginning of the end of the wait, and now here is going to be a ton of stuff for you guys, okay? So it's coming. Let's get started. I'm going to go get started right now. I'm going to stop rambling. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. As always, if you have any questions, comments, please leave in the Discord, send me a message, whatever. Thank you so much for being a part of this, and I can't wait to show you guys what's next. So until next time, guys, keep practicing, get better, and I'll see you next time as the pilgrimage continues.